Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. This ought to be a big treat. It's in a big bottle anyway. This is Kane Brewing's 1460 2015 edition on this beer. It's a quadruple. This is a big beer at 12%, I think. Rico sent me this beer, and he's got a little yellow sticker that he put on the side here. Said it was done in October the 3rd of 2015. A blend of barrel-aged Belgian-style ales, 12%. 4th anniversary ale. So fairly young brewery, 4th anniversary ale. Got the wax on top. It's a big 750 milliliter bottle. I'm sure it was not a cheap bottle to buy. So Rico, thanks again, my brother, for spending your hard-earned money on this and spending your hard-earned money shipping it to me. You're awesome, my brother. I will tell you right up front, guys. I went over to Beer Advocate and typed it in, and I had it and come right up. And I went over to Rate Beer and typed it in, and nothing showed up. Typed in Kane Brewing Company, 1460, nothing showed up. So I don't know what's up with that. Whether nobody at Rate Beer has reviewed it, or nobody at Rate Beer knows what's going on, or if they got their head up their butt, or what's going on. But they had nothing, and I'm sure one of my subscribers said, "Oh, it's over here." You shouldn't have to jump through hoops to find a beer on a website or a beer site like Rate Beer. When you type in Kane or Kane Brewing or Kane Brewing Company, it ought to return something, and it returned nothing on all 4 times that I tried to get something on this. Even typed in 1460, nothing. So they're out of the picture on this one. They don't know what the hell they're doing on this beer, evidently. And I get criticized all the time for harping on these guys like that. It's run by their members and all that, but I can't help that. When I go to the website and I type in Kane Brewing Company, and 1460, Kane Brewing 1460, and type all that in, and it returns no results, you're out of the picture. Sorry about that. This is a quadruple, like I said, big beer, 12%er, and definitely a sipper, and definitely enough to share when you get a bottle of this size. And like I said, when you see it, a bottle this size, it's usually pricey. Then you see the wax on top, that makes it even pricier. And then on top of that, when it's a barrel-aged version on top of that, it just gets really expensive. Wouldn't be surprised if this is a $25 bottle of beer. These guys are out of New Jersey, pretty sure, and don't get their beers down here. So evidently they're fairly small breed. Maybe that's another reason why Rate Beer doesn't have anything on these guys. There's not a lot of people reviewing their stuff or something. I can't tell you why it's nothing there. So we're going to end up basing it on what I think about it and give you my scores and what Beer Advocate's got on it. Rate Beer is out of the picture on this one, guys. So with that being said, this is a quadruple. Food pairings for this style of beer: cheese, buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, sharp, blue, cheddar, meat, beef, and smoked meat. Glassware that's snifter, tulip, goblet, or chalice. I've got my favorite glass. And it says here, can be sold for a long time. So, and like I said, this has got the wax on it, so I need to take my knife and see if I can carve a little bit of this off so I can get my opener underneath of it. Without having to try to peel it off in little bitty pieces and take 20 minutes just to get the damn wax off of it. So we got it cut on the bottom there, so see if I can get a little bit off or we can get the opener underneath of it. Sometimes it's real hard to get a spot. So we got the top peeled off, and we hopefully got enough room to get the opener under. So let's do that. And a lot of times these big bottles have these great big caps on them. Not a big hiss. Came off without a massive hiss or explosion. That's a good thing sometimes. I've had them spew all over the place before. Fairly dark coming out. Cola-esque color. I can see some light through the stream coming out of the bottle. But I got a feeling it's going to look pretty dark in this type of glass. And definitely enough to share, so that's what I intend to do. About a half a finger of head on that pour. Over into the light, kind of brownish color down here. Maybe a little red rubbiness in there. Kind of dark in the big bowl part, guys. Let's get a nose on it. Oh yeah, I'm getting a little hints of the alcohol, 12%. Oh, plums, dates, raisin, figs. Hints of some barrel aging in there, maybe some vanilla. And this one was done in a blend of barrel-aged Belgian-style ale. So I don't know exactly. According to what I have here, it has no commercial description. So I don't know what barrels they used on this, whether they're bourbon barrels, wine barrels, or what barrels they've used. Not getting a lot of bourbon, but I am getting the rich roasted malt and some sweetness there from the style of beer that it is. And hints of maybe some grapes or some dark fruit in there. So maybe they did put it in some wine barrels, because I am getting a little bit of grapes. Maybe just a slight hint of some bourbon. So maybe they've used different barrels and blended this before they put it in the bottle. Yeah, I am getting some slight hints of some bourbon in there, but there are some grapes in there, some dark fruit. Very unique smelling. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Definitely more alcohol than it tastes in the nose to me. You definitely tell you're drinking the 12%. Hidden a little bit, but it's there. It is there. You know you're drinking a big beer when you sip on this. A great can to sell it for a long, long time if you choose. 2015 edition of October, so about 8 months old. Big beer. And then when I told you that Beer Advocate had it listed, but not enough people have commented on it for them to give it a score. So, rate beers out of it on this one, and technically, Beer Advocate is too, because they have no ratings. So, when I went to their site, they've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 people have commented on this beer. So, got a feeling it's not a very big brewery, and it's a fairly young brewery. This is their 4th anniversary, so, but very tasty. The more it's warming up, the more bourbon that I'm getting on it. But I'm still getting those grapes in there, and dark fruit, and a nice sweetness to it, and the Belgian yeast. Very nice, very pleasant. Well, let me pour her a glass and go out and sip on this one for a little bit, might fire up a stogie and enjoy this. This is definitely a sipper, not something you want to chug. Probably a good beer to share with some good friends or your significant other, and enjoy this beer. Not something you want to just gulp it down. You want to enjoy something like this, especially a pricey beer like this. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is a very expensive beer to buy. Well, let's sip on it, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Went outside and poured her a glass, and we sat out and sipped and talked about my mother. For all you guys that don't know, that follow me on YouTube and other places, all you people that are friends with me on Facebook know what happened. I don't know when this beer review is going to post. I'm usually a week or two ahead of time as far as having these things recorded before I post them. My mom passed away on the 14th of June, and we buried her today. I'm doing this beer review on the 18th of June, and we buried her this morning. I miss her. I will miss her. It was a very nice service. Had a lot of friends and family come in for the funeral. I want to thank everyone that did. She was a great lady. Uh, she lived a very nice life, but the last 6 years with all her medical issues, with broken hips and cancer of the brain and cancer of the lung and having her lung removed and pneumonia a handful of times and respiratory failure the last year and a half has been really, really rough on her. She suffered quite a bit. In the last 3 weeks, she suffered greatly. So her suffering is over. She was laid to rest and beside my dad, who died at 83 at the age of 46. Don't want to bring everybody down, but I just want to give all you guys that follow me on YouTube and other places other than Facebook, that are our friends with me on Facebook, that her suffering is over and she was laid to rest. Her suffering is over and ours has just begun. So I do miss her and I love my mom, and I'm glad her suffering is over, but like I said, we're going to miss her. So with that being said, I want to do a heartfelt thanks to all the condolences and prayers and well wishes that I got on Facebook and everywhere else, and people that know me and follow me, especially on Facebook, because that's where I post a lot of this stuff. I do appreciate everybody showing up for the funeral and the well wishes and everything. So I'm glad she's at ease and not suffering anymore and laid to rest right beside my dad. So it's very nice. But back to the beer. The beer is pretty damn tasty. Rico sent this to me. Like I told you earlier in the review, Beer Advocate had it listed, but there's no ratings. And Rate Beer doesn't even have it listed. I typed in 5 or 6 different things trying to get this particular beer from Kane Brewing, and they didn't come up with anything on any search. So I don't know what's up with that. So it's what it is in the beer world. So great beer. Great beer to sour, especially because it's still got a slight hint of some booze in it, but you got to realize you're drinking a 12%er. This is a big beer. This is a big boy's beer. This will hurt you little boys. This, if you're just getting into craft beer, you wouldn't want to go buy this beer to start off with. This will kick your freaking ass. This beer is a 12%er, and this will knock your face in the dirt. Drink this beer at home. Don't go out and try to drink something of this magnitude in a pub or a bar or something like that, unless you got somebody that's going to drive your drunk ass home. You don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, especially you or any innocent people. You wouldn't want to have it head on with somebody who's got children in the car. Drink responsibly, guys. That's why you see me doing this in my house. This is where I do 99.9% of my drinking at home. I don't want a DUI. I don't want that $10,000 fines and lawyer fees and all that. Drink responsibly. That's what you got to do, especially if you're drinking these big boy beers. I'm joking. I love these barrel-aged versions. That is so freaking awesome. Very, very tasty, guys. Delicious. Kane Brewing. Got a feeling small brewery, young brewery. It's got 2015 on the beer label here, guys. And says 4th anniversary on the label. So that tells me it's a young brewery. But they did have enough sense to put 2015 right here on the back label. So we got the vintage on this. And that's all we need to know. It's got the ABV, 12% written on it, and it's got the vintage, 2015. That's all we need to know. It wouldn't help if we knew it was done in January 2015 or December 2015, but that's not critical. Especially for a 12%er, because this beer is going to keep for a long, 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 long time. So, very tasty. And like I said, I'm on my own on this one. Beer Advocate does have it listed, but they don't have a rating on it. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 people have commented on this beer. And Rate Beer, I couldn't get anything at all. No matter what I typed in, it wouldn't bring anything back. And I'm sure somebody will post in, this is where it's at. Shouldn't have to jump through freaking hoops to find it in the damn thing. Should be able to type in Kane Brewing and then return everything Kane Brewing does, just like it does on Beer Advocate. Couldn't get it. So, screw them. on this beer. It is what it is. Being on my own and drinking what I got with the information that I've got, it's an awesome beer, guys. It's 9 out of 10 for me. Very, very tasty. And if you say, oh man, that's a 10 beer, I won't argue with that. Numeric rating on this, guys, is probably a 98 or 99. Pretty damn tasty. A little bit more boozier, but it's a fresh bottle. I mean, it's only 8 months old. 12%er, this beer will keep 20 years if you wanted it to keep. And it's going to get more complex and more tasty over time. So, very, very nice, very delicious. I would buy this beer if I could get it here. So, a great representation of a quadruple Belgian style. Excellent, excellent beer. So, like I said, 9 out of 10 for me on this one. Very tasty. Rico, thanks a bunch, my brother, for sending this one to me. It's been hard times for me with everything going on in my personal life, but it's not your problem. I'm glad my mom is not suffering anymore. So, with that being said, thanks for all the condolences and prayers and well wishes from everybody. Like I said, this beer won't post for a week or two after she has passed and been buried. But just the way it is. That's how life is. It sucks getting old, and especially with a lot of medical problems and stuff like she did. So I feel very blessed being almost a 60-year-old man with a lot of heart problems in my family history, my dad and his dad and everybody else, and I'm not on any medication. Of course, I might croak tomorrow, but you never know. Nothing's promised in this life, so that's why I do what I do. I enjoy doing these beer reviews. I enjoy all you subscribers sending me wonderful beers that I can't get here. So God bless everybody, and come on back tomorrow. Let's see what we can dig out of the fridge. See you then.